You actually had a period where, as I was going through different things, God would tell me while I was in it what the purpose of it was. So like would know what it was supposed to be growing. So I was like, this, this was. So it was like it. I mean, it made it a lot easier. But then that, I don't know, that went away for some reason.
I don't know if I get what you're saying.
So like, say you get laid off,
Mm-hmm.
and it's supposed, the reason you get laid off is it's supposed to make you more dependent or on God, or you're in a relationship and maybe you're supposed to learn patience from that relationship, and you're like thinking, okay, maybe I should, discontinue this, and so you're going through worrying about whatever, but then like, sometimes you'll look back 4 or 5 years and go, oh, I'm glad I went through that because I learned this.
Okay, it's preparing you for something
right,
else.
preparing you for something.
Yes.
But I found out about it while I was going through it, what it was preparing me for.
Okay, right, yeah.
But
yeah, okay.
So that was a blessing.
That's how I'm viewing my recent setback. That's how I'm viewing my recent setback. Is God was preparing me for something else. I needed this change. I didn't like it. It hurt.
Right.
It's hurting me financially, but I'm changing.
Yeah.
That's a big change.
That's true.
Are you growing?
Growing.
Yeah, it's growing.
It's like a hidden blessing, like what he said in the beginning, that common grace, unbelievers have that too, but we get the spiritual blessings, but people don't value the spiritual blessings until we mature enough to value it.
Right.
And they usually come through, it looks
Hardship.
like decrease, hardship,
Right.
decrease.
Yeah.
You're like, wait a minute, why am I getting laid off? So you can spend more time with me. That's what
Right.
God is saying. It's like,
Yeah.
so you can get into your worship and let me pour some understanding in you. But meanwhile, it looks like loss.
Right.
It feels like loss.
Tragedy, but it's not. I mean, it is, but you'll get through it.
It's good. It's good.
It's good stuff. Yeah, it is now.
It's favor.
Now that you see it,
It's unrecognized favor.
right,
It's like,
unrecognized.
it's favor,
right.
but we don't recognize it as favor
Right,
yet.
right.
Yeah.
Until we get to the other side, we're
That's
like,
right.
that's what that was
It
about.
hasn't manifested itself.
Couldn't you tell me a little easier way? Could you send me an email or something?
Well, I mean, that is favor in that he will correct your path, and he will not just lift his hands off of you and just let you go where you're headed. It's like, okay, I see you heading the wrong direction. Okay, let me give you let me give you a hint. No, you're not gonna let me give you a hint. Okay.
Right.
It's a shepherd.
Pop.
It's a shepherd.
All right,
That's
I'm
a
gonna
shepherd
dock you.
getting
I'm gonna
his
make
sheep.
sure you don't go
Yeah.
where you're headed.
Yeah.
So that is.
Like a lot of times we'll pray for something that we think is good, and meanwhile he's trying to give us favor, and we're like, no, but I want this over here, and he's like, but this is the favor. It just doesn't look like favor. It's like wrapped in a problem or a difficult person or something. I'm like,
Or it may not be about us at all. He's
That's-
preparing us.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Some-
actually what I was
some-
thinking. I think sometimes
Yeah.
we get so
That's true.
we just get so dependent on the idea that everything has to be about us and everything has to be about our gain or our
Yeah.
this or our that, and sometimes it doesn't have anything to do with
Yeah.
us, or something that happened doesn't necessarily mean that it's God doing it. It could be the consequence of your actions or something like that. And so I think we sometimes want to believe that God is, I don't know. Sometimes I think we want to believe that we want to characterize everything as, and it's not to say that God can't move in our hardships, or that God can't use a difficult situation for something better, but I don't know that necessarily everything that happens to us is because God is making it happen.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you lost your job because God made you lose your job. I don't know. I don't know if that I believe that all the time, but
That's a good point.
I think sometimes, I mean, if you did something wrong at work, then you will lose your job.
Right.
That's the consequence of your action.
Yeah. Sometimes it's sowing and reaping.
Well, that was-
Exactly, but it doesn't mean that God can't use that and say, okay, well, this didn't work out. Learn from that. Don't do it
I can
again.
say,
Here's
yeah,
another
look what I
opportunity.
learned. Yes.
I think sometimes we want to. The danger in that is that we don't take responsibility,
Right.
because we always want to give God. We want to make it seem like it's God always doing something, when it could be our own disobedience, our own actions that.
Or somebody else that he by my being let go, it was for somebody else.
To get that job.
Yeah.
Could have been.
Right.
or silently just be over. Like the job, we think of job in terms of money, but God puts us places so that we can influence situations, learn something. It's like a bigger thing. He doesn't care about because he can give us provision anyway. But it's like, why does he place us in a certain place? And if you lose a job, it's like, that summer might be over. You might have learned what you need to learn.
Saving you from
Right.
something.
Like I said, it may not be about us, it might be about somebody else altogether.
But it is. It's about us. It's about other people. It's about God. It's about everything.
And that was something that a few months ago that we were talking about in here was why do bad things happen to good people? It was like 4, 5, 6 reasons we came up with. And some of these are some of them. It's like it's a consequence of something you did. It's a consequence of something somebody else did.
Free will of someone
It's
else.
Right.
And he's giving you a
And-
testimony.
Yep.
He's giving you a testimony.
Whole bunch of different
that
reasons
someone
that-
else may need up the
And
road.
may need, right, yeah.
Yeah.
And